The SumIF function requires three arguments in order to make it work. The first is the criteria range. This is the area of your document where you are searching. The criteria is what you are searching within that area for, and then the sum range, which contains the values that will be added. The AverageIF uses the same arguments, while the CountIF only requires the criteria range and criteria. Since nothing is being added or averaged, those are the only two arguments that formula requires. While this data set only contains 11 columns, it does contain over 2,000 rows. So trying to find any information out of this could be very, very difficult without the use of the SumIF, AverageIF, or CountIF formulas. In an earlier tutorial, we used the advanced filtering tools to extract a list of the salespeople as well as the clients from this larger data set. We'll be using these to help us with our SumIF, AverageIF, and CountIF formulas. We'll also be using names in this formula in place of cell addresses, which will make the formula easier to write and understand later on. Clicking the name box drop-down, you'll see that this file already has 4 names created. Each name represents one column of the data set. So now I'm going to zoom in on cell O1, put in my header, and then go down to cell O2. I'll begin with an equal and start typing in the name of the function I'm looking for. When I see the function SumIF, I will down arrow to highlight it and use my tab key to apply that function. The first argument in the formula will be the range that I'm searching. In this case, I'm going to type the letter S. I'm going to down arrow to highlight the sales rep name, use my tab key, and then use the comma to move to the next argument in my formula. The second argument of this function will be the criteria, which is defined in cell N2, comma, and then I'll type S. The name sales will come up, and we'll use this as the sum range. Control Enter will apply the function. Now I'll right-click cell O2 and choose from the mini toolbar to apply the accounting formatting, and now I can use the autofill to complete filling in the rest of the values for all the other salespeople. Moving to cell P1, I'm going to put in the header for this column's data, which will be an average of the number of units sold, and then move down to P2. So we'll begin with the equal, A, V, E, R, then I'll down arrow to highlight the AverageIF function, use my tab key to apply it. Typing the letter S, I'll down arrow to highlight sales reps. The second argument here will again refer to the value held in cell N2, comma, and this time we're going to use the named area quantity, so I'll type the letter Q. When quantity is highlighted, I'll use my tab key to apply that name. Control Enter will complete the formula. I'll apply a format which has no decimal places, and then use the autofill to complete filling in the values for the other salespeople. Now in cell Q1, I'm going to go ahead and put in the header of the number of sales, and then move down to Q2. Here we'll use the CountIF function, so we'll begin with equal, COU, down arrow until CountIF is highlighted, and use the tab key to enter the function. Typing the letter S, we'll down arrow to highlight sales reps. The criteria again will be held in cell N2, and that is all that we need for this specific function. The CountIF only requires these two pieces of information. Where am I searching? What am I searching for? And to count those. So a quick Control Enter, and we are done with this function. And now we'll use the autofill to complete this one last time.